All right, guys. So, as I was mentioning just now, I'm very excited because if you were not on last Friday's broker update Zoom call, I highly suggest the next thing you do after watching this, whether it's live or in recording, is to go to the DAC Broker YouTube channel and click on the Friday live broker update call where David went through the National Championship March Madness contest, and it is phenomenal. It's exciting. And what it is about, it's about rewarding the actions that build results, the actions that we should already be doing, but putting this incentive out, this contest out, creates momentum and creates activity. And he is going to be rewarding those who win this national championship. There's only one winner, right? But there's different stages where there will be the groups will be reduced and reduced and reduced until there's the last four, and then the last one, the winner of the national championship. And as I mentioned, David has done this in the past he's touched on this, he's mentioned it with his past companies, and he loves he loves to see what it produces, and I'm excited because I can see the potential because it's what we should be doing anyway, right? But it definitely pushes you and it creates urgency to get it done even quicker, to build your agency, to go out and speak to business owners tomorrow. Literally make a list tonight and tomorrow wake up with your plan ready in mind to execute and speak to those business owners, speak to those potential brokers, building your agency, building your book of business, your potential clients and your clients, right? So what this is going to be measured, what they already are measuring, they started on the 15th of January to measure the following: the number of brokers you enroll, the number of brokers that become certified, the number of applications you submit, that counting Bank Breezy applications and Giggle, and the amount of funded deals, whether it's Bank Breezy or Giggle. So they started counting those numbers already on January 15th, and the close date to this will be February 28th. So many of you have already submitted applications. Congratulations. We're going to go through the points in just a second. If you were on Friday's call, you already know about this, but I'm going to touch on it briefly. And many of you have been actively recruiting new brokers. Many of them have been certified. Many of them have not. And and as you submit applications, those applications are going to turn into funded deals. So I'm excited because this is phenomenal. I can see the upside potential, how this creates momentum, how this creates urgency. I'm good. I'm winning. So I'm just saying that in a friendly way because I want one of you to win, right? That's really what I would love to see. One of you win this contest. That's going to show how you. That's going to show your activity. It's going to show that you're having those conversations, you're doing those outreaches, you're reaching out, you're having those conversations, right? And that's something that I would love to see one of you win this. See some of you in the because the top 64, because these are the advancement rounds. The top 64, the top 32, Sweet 16, Elite 8, the last 8, Final 4, and then the champion will be announced. So I'm going to touch on this real quick. I'm excited. I rewatched this today because I was traveling over the weekend on Friday, so I couldn't really pay much attention to the Zoom call on Friday. So I watched this today. I rewatched it again, and I'm just pumped up and I'm excited for this. I'm excited for what this is going to do for all of you. Because if you are going for it, why not win this contest? Why not be in the top 68? Why not be in the top 32 or the Sweet 16, Elite Eight, right? That's going to show that if you advance into these rounds, that's because you're having those conversations. You're building your agency, you're building your business, you're talking to business owners, you're submitting applications. Potentially, you're having funded, you're receiving funded deals. So I would love to see many of you advance into these rounds and see one of you win this contest. So I'm going to share my screen real quick just to go through this. If you haven't seen this already, maybe you have already, so no worries. We're going to go through this very, very quickly. So I'm guessing you guys can see this. March Madness broker competition live January 15th. Earn points, win big prizes. Get ready for the madness. So the DAC Broker March Madness Challenge is a leadership based competition where brokers earn points for doing what grows their business the right way, funding clients, enrolling new brokers, and helping those brokers succeed, right? And I forgot to mention the other way you're going to be able to build points is the leadership points, right? And that's aside from the personal production. I completely went over that and didn't mention it. I forgot to mention it. I am mentioning it right now is the leadership point. So we're going to get into that in just a minute. This isn't busy work. It's momentum building activity that compounds. Literally what I said before. Brokers advance through elimination rounds based on total points earned, just like the real March Madness tournament. Qualification period, January 15th to February 28th. And then here you go. The advancement rounds, like I mentioned, March 1st, top 64 are going to be announced. March 10th, top 32. March 20th, Sweet 16. March 31st, Elite 8. April 10th, Final Four. And April 20th, the champion. So, how do you earn points? The personal production. As I mentioned, new personally enrolled brokers, that is 5 points. 50 total points when they become certified. So, an additional 45 points if any new brokers become certified. New completed funding applications, that's 50 points, includes Giggle applications. The Giggle application counts if they successfully link their bank account. So funding equals more points. Bank Breezy funding earns 10% of bonus revenue as additional points. Giggle funding earns 50 so if there's a Giggle funding, that just earns an additional 50 points. So if you get a $100,000 funded deal and that generates $10,000 in bonus revenue, well, that is 1,000 points you just earned on that deal, going towards the national championship. So here's another example on the bottom that Joe enrolled 3 brokers, 2 certified, 50 points each, and 1 uncertified, 5 points. He submitted 1 client application, 50 points, and the client funded for $75,000, producing $5,000 bonus revenue and 500 points. His total personal points are 655. Right? Here's the part that I skipped over: the team bonus point. So on your personally enrolled brokers, brokers earn additional bonus points by supporting the team. You earn 50% of the personal production points generated by brokers you personally enrolled on or after January 15th, 2026. Okay? If you personally enrolled Joe, you would earn 327.5 team bonus points, which is half of his 655. So Joe, here's the little image right there on the bottom right. So you earn 50% of the personal production points generated by brokers you personally enrolled on or after January 15th, 2026. So this is exciting, guys. I am pumped up. Who's going to win this? I'm gonna take this off my screen right now, and I'm all I can say is I know what I'm going after, and I hope you do as well. And what I wanted to touch on today is how can we so if maybe you're brand new because you're watching this on recording, you're one of the new brokers on my team, you're one of the new brokers from one of the of many of you that are building your agency. So how do you start? Well, you have to start first of all on your personal production, having those conversations. If you're brand new, reach out to your warm market. your warm contacts, reach out, let them know how you're serving business owners, and then dominate your local market. Go to your local businesses, go to your local communities, go to other professionals in your communities to network and speak about what you do for business owners, learn about their business. This is how you start building your business, to potentially see if you can find a business owner that may need funding now. So you can submit an application. The first and most important thing is that we're here to help business owners. So there's a massive need out there in the market. So understanding that there are business owners out there that may need you now or in the near future, you got to go out and have those conversations. And then if you're building your agency, which you should be building your agency, because if you see yourself as a leader, you see the potential of building an agency, a team, then going to other professionals that deal with business owners already, right? CPAs, financial advisors, all ex bank managers, maybe that they're not a bank manager anymore. I said CPAs, tax credit repairs, you name it, big professionals that already deal commercial real estate, professionals that already deal with business owners, right? That already work with business owners. Then I would just simply reach out to the same way you reach out to your warm contacts to let them know how you help business owners. Maybe you know of people in the past that have worked with you, ex-coworkers, friends, family members that may want to join an opportunity like this. I want to share this simple example of how any of us recruit for free, and we invite and we recruit and we refer for free. When you go to an awesome restaurant, you give it 10 out of 10 points, 5 out of 5 stars, right? Go to a restaurant, you had an amazing meal, the experience was excellent. From the minute you walked in, they sat you down, the food, the appetizers, the beverages, the atmosphere, the music, just everything's just perfect, perfect. With your family, your friends, the experience was phenomenal. The food, 10 out of 10, they knocked it out of the park. Dessert, all the way up to leading you out the door. That restaurant, guess what? You had an amazing experience. First of all, you want to leave a review. And what are you going to do? You're going to your friends, your family members, or heck, anyone you meet on the street that you spark a conversation with. You're going to say, hey, you know what? You have I want to share, last night or 3 nights ago, I went to this restaurant with my friends, or I went to this restaurant with my family. Unbelievable. The service, the attention, the experience, the food. Can't highly recommend enough this restaurant. I just wanted to let you know. You may want, if you're looking for a restaurant, you definitely have to go to that place. Okay. Now take that example and picture DAC as that restaurant. Picture the DAC opportunity as that restaurant. You as a broker, have you felt that experience the minute you joined? You joined, you received your welcome letter, exact explicit directions and steps on how to start your business, how to start your broker experience, how to serve business owners, the experience to serve business owners and to earn well by doing so, and to build an agency and to even earn very well by helping and leading a team of brokers. And you have a community, you have the daily Monday to Friday huddles where there's a community, you're never alone. There's a broker Facebook group, there's a YouTube broker channel where all the huddles are recorded, there's a Spotify channel, there's automated emails keeping you up to date. You have a broker back office where you can follow and lead all your brokers that you bring on, all your clients that you bring on, follow the production, the fund deal status updates. Is that experience not enough to even share with someone that you know and say, hey, you have no idea about this amazing company. You know, I started recently. I'm not that seasoned, but guess what? I see the value. I see the leadership. I see the founder, the integrity. These guys are doing Zoom calls every day. There's a community. There's testimonials every day. There's live funding stories of how they're helping business owners every single day. There's a massive need in the market. Listen, I haven't helped the client myself, but I'm part of this. I feel it. I'm moving with it. I think you would be great. Check it out. Check this business out. I think this is something you would like to, you definitely would like to you'd like to be a part of, or at least just take a look at it, see if it's something that aligns with what you believe and what your values are. So that's the DAC experience, and that's the DAC opportunity, and that's how I would look at it to bring on, if you're building your agency, how to just bring awareness to the opportunity. And by doing so, you're going to bring on new brokers. You're going to, by sharing the opportunity, sharing the company, sharing what we're doing, sharing your beliefs, right? Hey, I haven't helped the client yet, but I believe it. I see it. I see how these other brokers are helping business owners. I see how I'm hearing these stories, and man, it's really inspiring. And I'm hearing other brokers come on emotional, and they're happy how they help the business, and they're walking the business owners through the process. And man, listen, I haven't helped someone out yet, but I see the big picture. This is something I'm going with, and I'm letting you know because I respect you and I think you do very well. So here, would you like me to send you a short video for you to take a look at? And if you are someone that believes this, sees the need in the marketplace, and believes what we believe, and has felt the experience ever since you've joined, um, then that's how I would go about the approach of sharing the opportunity to build your agency, and share the opportunity with your warm contacts, with people maybe you sparked a conversation with recently. Could be, I mean, in the grocery line, right? Buying your groceries. I don't. When I was in the States, I was walking around, and I'd go out. I went out a few times to eat, and had brunch with my family. There's a waiter. He was exceptional service, great eye to detail, and he was on spot with all the orders. And I say, hey, you did a phenomenal job today. I love your attitude, your how you bring yourself to what you're doing. I think you do great. This is what I do, and we help business owners. I think you'd do great. You can do it part time or alongside what you're currently doing without it interfering with your job right now. Can I send you what? Can I send you a short video to your number for you to take a look at, after work, and see if this is something you want to be a part of? And that's how I recruited that waiter. Now, he didn't go out to do much. He started, but it wasn't for him. But those are the conversations. But you're going to have those conversations. Those are the conversations that are going to bring on new brokers to your team. That's how you build your agency. And there's going to be some that go on and they're superstars, and they're going to share this with business owners, and they're going to help business owners. They're going to secure many clients, and also they're going to start. Some are going to build a big team themselves. They're going to see the opportunity themselves. So that all starts with a conversation. And going back to the restaurant experience, if you felt that experience and you see how amazing this company is and everything that we have included, complimentary as brokers already, where we're never alone. We have all the systems, all the trainings, the LMS, the back office, the support team, the live calls, the Facebook group, the YouTube channel. with everything just live and plugged in, ready to go. If that's not an amazing experience and a great company without having to, not even counting, without even having to invest a dime, there's no money to be lost, right? That pumps me up. I'm ready to I'm ready to go out right now and constantly share the experience with other potential brokers because I truly have seen it from my personal experience how we've helped business owners grow, expand, and take their business and take the funds they can secure through our platform and put it to work and grow their business and profit from it. And I've seen brokers do very well on my team and not on my team. And I believe in what David Rutz has built here to my core, and I'm a part of it, and you all are a part of it, and many of you are building that your agency and submitting applications and funding deals, and many of you it's going to happen very soon. So all I can say is when it comes to building your agency, I would look at the perspective of that restaurant experience. Is DAC that restaurant experience? If yes, then how can you not share it with anyone you come across? Right? Doesn't matter what they're doing in B2B, B2C, or never been in a position where they've spoken to anyone in a sales position or even no business owners. Doesn't matter. You don't. We can't determine who's going to do well and who's not going to do well, right? All we can do is share the message, share what we believe, and share the phenomenal experience and phenomenal company DAC is, and then have them decide for themselves if it aligns with what they believe in and with what they share or want to pursue, right? So that's what I wanted to touch on. Personal production and leadership point. National championship is live, and I wanted to share that for many of you when it comes to building your agency. I was asked recently to touch on how I would go about with building an agency with warm contacts and cold contacts, and that's exactly how I go about it myself, and how I'm going to continue to go about it myself. And yes, there's other ways. This is all local, what I'm sharing, local, sharing the experience with local members of your community. And yes, there's other ways you can do ads, Craigslist or Indeed. But the most effective is local and the people around in your community and the people that you would like to be a part of your team local and go out locally together as a team, or simply people maybe they're not in your town, people maybe that you're connected to a while back, maybe they're in another state, maybe they're in their same state or in a completely different city or town, but go back to the restaurant experience, put the perspective into the DAC experience and the opportunity, and then revisit your beliefs and share what this great company does and what it's doing for business owners and what it's doing for brokers, and share that experience and just say, hey, I'm just sharing this with you because I respect you. I think you would do very well. And there's a great opportunity to become a business funding broker that you can do completely flexible without it interfering with what you're currently doing. Completely part-time. Heck, it can turn into very good full-time income just doing it part-time. Would you like me to send you my short video, a 24-minute video or a 4-minute video to take a look at to see if this is something you you can consider or would like to be a part of? Just like that. So now, with that being said, guys, I'm going to bring this to an end. I didn't want to go very long, but I think that was needed because it's a great example It's the perspective to have in mind of when you're sharing the opportunity with other people, cold or warm contacts. Um, just think about that restaurant experience and and put that example with the DAC experience and the opportunity, and go ahead and share with the world, everyone you come across, people you see that there's you may come across a conversation with someone you don't know very well, but you're speaking to them. You're there's some rapport. You're speaking with them, and you say, hey, I just wanted to say, from our conversation, you're very well spoken. I mean, I love your attitude. Uh, I hope you don't. I hope this doesn't. You don't take this to offense or anything. But I'm a certified funding broker. We help business owners when they need funding to grow, expand, can't get it from the bank. We always need brokers. And from our conversation, you're very well spoken. You have a great attitude. I think this is something you'd be great at. And like I said, I don't want this to offend you, but I think you would be a great funding broker. I'm not sure what you're currently doing, but it's something you can do outside of what you're currently doing without it to interfere. Completely part time. Would you be open to me sending you a video with all the details? I've been a part of DAC, for a month now, or for a couple of months now, and we're growing, and we always need brokers. And I think this is something you do very well at. You do very well at. Would it be okay to send you that video for you to take a look at? Something along those lines, right? Naturally, but who knows? You may share that message to someone that has been waiting for something like this for a very long time. So go for it, guys. The national championship is live. It's going, and I want to see all of you in the qualifying rounds, and I want to see one of you win to be the championship, to be the champion. I'm going for it also, guys. So let's have fun with the competition. I'm going to open this up to any questions, comments, or testimonials you guys would wanna share, guys. So just feel free to unmute yourselves and share away or ask away. All right. No comment, no questions, no worries at all. Don't want to take up any more of our time tonight. So I'll bring this to an end, guys. Um, Tomorrow is the DAC huddle, as all of you know, or if you don't know, tomorrow DAC huddle at 11:30 a.m. Eastern. Be on a few minutes early because we love to open up to testimonials of anyone out there that has been out in the field and doing something that they would like to share. So be on a few minutes early, and they open it up at the end for a few more comments and testimonials as well. So 11:30 a.m. Eastern, daczoom.com, and I'll see you all on the call tomorrow. God bless, guys. You have a great rest of your evening. See you soon. National championship. Let's go.